Good morning, my children, and welcome back to your English class, the class of the teacher Jacob. For today, my children, we're going to continue with a brand new topic that is called how many. Now, how many is a question that we use to know the quantity of objects. But before we start with this, let's go back to yesterday's video to see if you remember the word plural and the activities that we did. Now remember, singular and plural are objects, are words that we use to describe quantity. If you remember, singular is for just one object. That's it. Not two, not three, not four, not 100. Only one. For plural, then we can have two, three, or all the objects that we want. Para el día de hoy, chicos, vamos a empezar con un nuevo tema que se llama how many, ¿cuántos son? Ahora, esta pregunta la vamos a utilizar para saber la cantidad de objetos que tenemos o necesitamos. Pero antes de comenzar con eso, vamos a regresar al día de ayer para recordar singular y plural. Si ustedes se acuerdan, chicos, singular es para solo un objeto. Y vamos a poner an o a de acuerdo a si la palabra empieza con vocal o una consonante. Si empieza con una vocal, como son A, E, I, O and U, vamos nosotros a escribir adelante del objeto an. Si no empieza con estas vocales, vamos a poner a. Por ejemplo, an apple, una manzana. A fish, un pez. An umbrella, una sombrilla. Okay? So for singular, we change into plural objects. Now let's see if you remember. For plural, how many objects can we have? ¿Cuántos objetos podemos tener para plural? A lot, muchos. It can be 2, 3, 4, 100 or 1 million, 1 millón, 2 millones los objetos que necesitemos. That is plural. Now remember, to change the object into plural, we need to add es or s at the end. Recuerden que nosotros para transformar nuestros objetos en plurales necesitamos poner al final de cada palabra es o s de acuerdo a la regla. Si nuestra palabra, nuestro objeto termina con x o con h, ahí es cuando vamos a poner es. Si no termina con x o con h, únicamente vamos a escribir s. ¿Okay? Y de esa forma pasamos nuestros objetos a plurales. For example, umbrella termina con la letra A. Como no es X ni H, pues agregamos una S. Umbrella, umbrellas, sombrillas. In the case of fish, the word fish finishes with H. La palabra fish termina con una H. Por lo tanto, ahí es cuando vamos a agregar ES. Y se convierte fishes, peces. Very good. So, as I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, today we're going to talk about how many. Now remember, the question how many in Spanish, ¿cuántos son? And this is referring to the quantity that we have or that we need. Recuerden que esta pregunta únicamente la vamos a realizar para saber cuántos objetos tenemos o necesitamos. Now, the examples, we have it right here on the whiteboard. These are additional information. It's not in your daily book. The activities of the daily book, I will explain them in a few seconds. But for the moment, let's focus on this. Vamos a concentrarnos en estas actividades que no son de su daily book, es información aparte que yo les preparé para ustedes. So, number one, it says, nuestra primer pregunta dice así, how many? Remember, when the teacher says, or when you hear it, how many, cuando yo lo diga o cuando ustedes lo escuchen, quiere decir ¿Cuántos son? Estamos preguntando acerca de objetos. How many? How many cars? ¿Cuántos coches? How many cars are there? ¿Cuántos coches hay aquí? Okay, and we have to count them. Los vamos a contar. 1 and 2. Ya que sabemos la cantidad de coches que son, ahí es donde vamos a escribir el resultado o la respuesta. 2 cars. Okay, once again. How many cars are there? ¿Cuántos coches son? 1 and 2. 2 cars. 2 coches. Now remember, it's important to add the S. Recuerden que otra de las cosas importantes cuando escribimos nuestra respuesta es anotar la S de plural, de objetos en plural. Porque si únicamente ponemos así, 2 car, 2 carro, está mal dicho. Entonces tenemos que ser correctos y específicos en nuestras respuestas. 2 cars. Ahora recuerden la regla. Nuestra palabra car termina con una R. No termina con X, no termina con H. Por lo tanto, únicamente ponemos una S. 2 cars. Now, let's continue with the second question. It says, how many? Remember, how many? ¿Cuántos o cuántas son? How many hamburgers? Those delicious hamburgers. How many hamburgers are there? ¿Cuántas hamburguesas son? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. 3 hamburgers. That's the answer. 3 hamburgers. Now remember, the letter S of plural. Recuerden que estamos hablando de objetos en plural, por lo tanto, en nuestra respuesta tenemos que escribir la letra S. 3 hamburgers. Okay? Once again, hamburger finishes with R. Termina con la letra R. No termina con X, no termina con H. Por lo tanto, únicamente escribimos la letra S. Let's continue with the last one, and it says, how many scissors? Remember, scissors are school objects and are objects that we use to cut pieces of paper or to cut a picture or an image. So, how many scissors are there? ¿Cuántas tijeras son? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 scissors. And we add the S because are plural objects. Remember, our word scissor finishes with R, no termina con X, no termina con H, por lo tanto agregamos una S. Okay? Very good. Now, I'm going to prepare the activity of your teddy book. Give me just 1 second. Deme un segundo en lo que preparo la actividad para su teddy. So, let's continue with the activity of today that, remember, is part of your teddy book and it's located right here. Page 141. 141. As you can see, the activity is divided into parts. The first part are the questions, how many? Remember, whenever the teacher says how many or whenever you hear it, how many in Spanish, cuántas o cuántos son. So, let's answer the questions for these exercises. Question number 1, it says, how many boxes are there? Okay, box, remember in Spanish, caja. How many boxes are there? Let's count them. 1, 2. 2 boxes. Now, for this, on your teddy book, they indicate that we have to write the number with letters. So let's do the instructions. Vamos a hacerlas como dicen las instrucciones. Nos piden que en las respuestas el número lo escribamos con letra. So, two boxes. Now remember, the word box by itself, caja. Because we're talking about plural objects, we have to add es or s. The rule says that whenever we have x or h, recuerden la regla de plurales. Cuando tenemos una x o una h, vamos a poner es. Si no termina la palabra en x o en h, ponemos únicamente s. So, es, two boxes. Okay? Excellent. Let's continue with second question. How many, cuántas? How many chairs are there? Remember, chair in Spanish, silla. How many chairs are there? ¿Cuántas sillas tenemos? 1, 2, 3. We write the number with letter. 3 chairs. Now, the word chair finishes with the letter R. Letter R is not X, it's not H. So, to make it plural, we add S. Chairs. Question number 3. It says, how many dresses, a dress, un vestido. How many dresses are there? ¿Cuántos vestidos hay? 1. 1 dress with double S. Okay, now this is the first part of your activity. Let's continue with part number 2. For the second activity of your teddy book, we have additional questions. Well, these are not questions, these are just sentences, but we have to complete it with the number according to the quantity of objects. Para la segunda parte de nuestra actividad, tenemos que completar las oraciones colocando el número de acuerdo a la cantidad de objetos que tenemos. So, how many rulers are they? 1. This is 1 ruler. Esto es una regla. Remember this when the objects are near from us. Recuerden, this, esto o este es cuando tenemos un objeto, únicamente uno cerca. These are, estos son, 1, 2 monsters. These are, when we are talking about objects that are near from us. Cuando estamos hablando de objetos, varios, y estos están cerca de nosotros. These, estos o estas. These are 2 monsters. Under, these are, estos son. Recuerden, cuando estos objetos están cerca de nosotros. These are 1, 2, 3. 3 socks. Socks in Spanish, calcetines o calcetas. And finally, this is 1 tree. Okay, remember this is when the object is near from us and is singular. Excellent. So, that's it for today, my children. Teacher Jacob is very happy with all your excellent effort, your beautiful attitude. We continue tomorrow with more information, more activities, more sentences, more questions, more reviews. Have an excellent afternoon. Take care. Goodbye.